open a secure channel on the frequency we got from the blacklist.
Come on. Signal strength is really poor. Oh, there we go. Sorta.
This is unexpected. I greet you on behalf of the Chiss Ascendancy, Bounty Hunter. I am Aristocra Shore-Milithier. This hollow frequency hasn't had an inquiry in quite some time. I believe there were no longer any interested parties.
If you got a job, I got interest.
I need someone to hunt the Trandoshan pirate lord Renegade Voss. Are you such an individual?
May as well ask us to hunt the ghost of Nagasato.
The name doesn't ring any bells.
A pirate of some renown. He favors lurking in the regions of space you consider uncharted. Our territory, mostly. Renegade Voss has been a blight on Chiss shipping lanes and colonies for years.
What else can you tell me about Voss?
Very little, unfortunately. He's never left anyone alive to give a proper report. Voss appears to have joined up with the White Moor, a massive confederacy of pirates pillaging Hoth's starship graveyard. Their raids have reduced our salvage operations to smoking wreckage.
Voss your only target of interest here?
He's the only target you need concern yourself with. We've permitted the Empire to use Hoth for strategic purposes in exchange for their assistance dislodging the pirates. Imperial soldiers will handle the White Moor. However, Voss is worth more to us alive.
Imperial grunts can't be trusted with this kind of work.
Our patrols recently captured one of the White Moor pirates out in the wastes. It may be able to point you to Voss once you arrive. I'm transmitting credentials that will allow you unrestricted access to Hoth's surface. Use them to travel to these coordinates. Contact me when you've secured Voss.
Remember the SIS project number I found? 32? Turns out if you search for it in enough super secret Republic databases, it gets noticed. Ran into a little, trouble. Like, if I keep doing this, the chance of mysteriously disappearing goes up dramatically, sort of trouble.
Anything happens to you, I don't know what I'll do.
You know, you just can't find another slicer who'll put up with you. Figure there are other, less hazardous channels I can look into. I'll, let you know if I decide to do anything stupid. Or, more likely, let you know after.
What sort of jobs are coming up? Hunting? Mercenary work?
You never know in this business.
Should keep me on my toes. Been in a few skirmishes. Treaty with the Republic made real fighting scarce. Like to see something worthy.
Only kind of job I take.
Good to hear. Our people need battle to find out what we are. Mando without war is like a starship without space.
We'll see combat. War? I can't guarantee you.
Good enough for me.
Remember those Arcona colonists I was telling you about? Well, I've got the perfect racket to skim a little profit off those moisture-farming saps. Salt.
As in table salt?
Well, I'm not talking bath salts, considering water's a luxury good. Listen, I've got a theory. I used to know this spacey Arconan bagman back on Nar Shaddaa. Thought the guy was a spice head for the longest time. Turns out I was only half right. This guy's cravings were something else.
Your friend had some sort of reaction.
Can't say for certain, but I've got my suspicions. One night after making our handoff in some dive diner, he orders some garbage soup and dumps an entire shaker of salt into the bowl. Should have seen the way this guy went at the stuff before stumbling out of the place like its last call.
Your money's on these colonists having the same craving.
10 to 1 says there's something about salt that those wedgeheads can't resist. We're gonna sell those colonists the answer to all their woes, specially formulated and offered exclusively through Rowing Industries. If I'm right about how much Arcona love the stuff, our biggest problem will be keeping up the supply.
Good evening, sir. Welcome to the Adama space station. I gather this visit is because you'll be traveling through to the surface of Hoth.
That's the intent.
I'll be scanning you so I can customize your cold weather equipment. Then I'll arrange your briefing. There we are. As you're on the VIP list, Lieutenant Halpern will brief you. He's in the theater. Good day.
Good to have you with us. The men were wondering if they'd get to see the VIP. Ostensibly, the conflict on Hoth is over salvage from a battle that happened above the planet. In reality, it is our trap for the Republic.
So the salvage is worthless? Or is it just too hard to get to?
A bit of each. There is a fairly major pirate force that holds much of what the Republic wishes to recover. The Imperial plan is not to gain ground, but rather to make the battle as costly as possible to the Republic. We want our forces small and mobile, and while the Republic keeps chasing victory, we bleed them dry of personnel and equipment.
Hit and run. Not glorious, just effective.
Exactly. Why capture a base when you can force the enemy to spend credits defending it?
Sir, forgive the interruption. I brought by your survival equipment.
We were just finishing, Ensign.
This should keep your core body temperature up. When you're ready, report to a pilot in the shuttle bay for transport to the planet.
Colonel Vanth'thar at Dawn Base will be waiting for you. Good luck down there.
End of the line. Everybody out. You've got a meeting with Commander Triton.
My briefing said I was to meet a Colonel Vanth'thar.
I don't know anything about that. Commander Triton's the one listed as in charge now. I'm sure he can fill you in on the story. I need to de-ice the shuttle here.
I'm here to interrogate your prisoner.
This can't be authentic. Wait here. I mean it. You will please excuse my manners before. The prisoner is right this way. Little rat has been nothing but trouble.
What do you mean?
It's slipped out of its cell 6 times since the patrols brought it in. Don't ask me how. Never makes a run for it, though. Just noses around and starts taking things apart. It's driving me crazy.
Ayata suta un titi. Asuna duka rapta darokwa. Chumiko abwaflo. Karuza suga batnovo. Ubarare duki buja.
Oh, he's precious. Can we keep him?
Good luck understanding it. Show yourself out when you're finished.
Kodva kinizibe liwenezin walezek handaleno.
Hand it over, or you'll become well acquainted with my Flamemaker.
Nengo papito.
Tell me what you know about Renegade Voss, the Trandoshan.
Cosa bantulu tenga. Oko hemasusi helulu. Riwatini aruba. Che cosa niente baba yara fara. Ibana perge. Kelizi aisli nitit mimini. Kilia kapisa jibinlu. Ango tonton. Jubinlu hamazu yaya. Tini epatebu. Kebeyote yatata. Relompi niete bombom. Ayata suta un titi. Asuna duka rapta darokwa. Chumiko abwaflo. Karuza suga batnovo. Ubarare duki buja.
Help me find Voss and maybe I can get you sprung.
Ibana parupa suka shini apayaz hutini. Karusa gobidon. Jubinlu inadari. Kiluwak suga umpi. Nafusa nigayas pa Vanth'thar trono. Riro umpi opiso. Ayeta babatoinipa. Hibioto. Widi hayas chiha. Tansari penoshatsu. Aku sandantengo iki. Nafuso lampango no tipa. Yahusia daina. Ayapa shahara.
Your advice boils down to doing nothing, and that I cannot do.
Sir, I respect your bravery, But if you see this through personally, you will be dead. And whose leadership will we have then? If Command's description is correct, I believe you're the bounty hunter sent to assist us. This is Commander Triton, and I am Udrus.
Lieutenant Halpin sent word you would be coming, and we've never had greater need of you.
Colonel Vannis, the commander of this base, is missing. We fear he's dead, along with all the most experienced men from this base.
Bring me up to speed.
The Colonel went out to investigate evidence of a possible spy probe near the ice lake. He was under heavy guard.
We received a distress call. It was obvious he found trouble.
Scout 1 to Dawn Base. Heavy casualties. Taking heavy casualties. We're under attack. We can't see the...
Recordings don't frighten me. I'll go see if I can find out what happened.
Our best case scenario is that Colonel Vannis' communications tipped off the Republic, and he's gone quiet.
But if I were out in that cold, I'd have called for a rescue. If you can find the Colonel, everyone on this base is in your debt.
smart of you. Pretty sidekick, Buster. This is a bad time. We'll talk when it's safer. not just the pretty sidekick, Buster. Put my mind to.
You're gonna get it now.
Besade mohardas, bakadas, gussasek, otrafels project. Ramporas, Tajava, Kurkunska, Orflex, Rajo Raunori, do Unska. Ramporas, Tajava, Kurkunska, Orflex, Rajo Raunori, do Unska.
You're a wanted man, boss. I'm here to take you in.
Skocharat mas osla, spetod tranis, undapolua, yorska pokret, tosk tanga rasjak, shivert skorsk, gus, zonkalis, korla, ramporas tajaba, kurkunska, orflexi, rajo raunori, do unska.
You wouldn't be the first unstoppable target I've taken down.
Skocharat mas osla. Spetod tranis. Undang polua. Your scalp pocket. Wajur lambasas. First potrak. Modraksk. Undang polua. Bisa adit mo haritas. Pakaras. Gurksasek. Otrafels project.
Sidekick Buster.
Quit squealing, you're making me queasy. Spill your guts before I do. Fry, piggy.
Ugh, they smell even worse with blaster burns.
Come on, we're paying Blizz another visit. I found Colonel Vannis. He was dead, murdered by Republic Tals.
Tals. That would make sense. Cold adapted, Republic aligned. I've not killed their kind before. What about you, Commander?
What? Yes, of course.
The base awaits your orders, Commander.
We are having deep morale issues in the forward outpost. I must show them that we can triumph without Colonel Vannis. Now is the time for reprisals. These chittering animals will not get away with this. I want 10 of the Republic to suffer for every one of ours dead. I want every last Tolls wiped out, their heads on sticks out in the frost.
Anything you'd like to add?
The main thrust of the plan is sensible, but given our limited knowledge, I suggest the plan be refined before use. A covert action is advisable, or we'll end up wiping out one group and causing the rest to go into hiding. I have data arrays we could install in their communications link. If we did that, we could locate and estimate their numbers before we hit them.
They weren't carrying handheld comms. They probably got way stations. I can bug those.
This sounds plausible. As much as I hate to admit it, Udris is usually right about these things.
Commander! Come in, Commander!
Go ahead, Scout 5.
We found a nest of Tolls on the ice lake. Too many to engage. Transmitting coordinates now.
Our luck is changing. If we can get those arrays into whatever they're using for communications, we'll soon know what we need.
When you're done, report to the forward outpost. It's closer to the lake, and the men there can see your success in person.
boss took off. Let his cronies do the dying. Said I wasn't worthy.
Fime nekile ogem fuzo nalapo. Ayafatom jam koruza. Kodva kinizibeli wenezin walezek handaleno. Go pudava dalva noma confesco vami. Kimina nihala neza nimba nihala kamanahana.
Slow down. What do you mean by Jaga points?
Espavantuntavin. Tashi yahosa yadan. Topadon lomo. Mosponsa tutti. Akusa dinin. Bobolo mantengo. Zenoba hinakas. Nagwazi niko nigaka kumbupi kumbababla. Kwabayin so yamayuka nikiti dozonke. Choba di cast fo andole. Ayafa kom jam koruza. Baba hamzuye luperena kujunzo. Baba kiulo kaminotor ka kolopo. Basa chakosa linchakan fuhun. Obligondo kita wabakawami. Omokobe kavami gabene.
Know anything to help me deal with Eeyore?
Widi hayes chiha. Tansari penoshatsu. Aku sandantenko iki. No fuso lompango no tipa. Yahosia daina. Ayafa shahara. Uja kalopo juvara kawana nabi. Chikua ibana iletas lusa domonolumi. Chakosa bifanete mambe nenga unki. Fime nekile ogem fuso nalapo. Karusa gobidon. Juinlu iladari. Kiluak sugo umpi. No fuso nika espa Vanth'thar trono. Rilo umpi opiso. Ayeta babatoinipa. Hibioto.
Never met a Jawa who couldn't turn tech to scrap in 10 seconds flat.
Omokobe kavamiga bene. Ayata suta un titi. Asuna duka rapta darokawa. Chumiko waflo. Karusa suga baknovo. Ubarare duki buja. Kilia kapisa jibinlu. Ango tonton. Jubinlu hamazuiyaya. Tini epatebu. Kebeyote yatata. Relon pi niete bombom. Kursa bang tululu tenga. Oko hamasusi helulu. Riwa tini aruba. Chekoza niete baba yara fara. Ibana perge. Kelizi aisli nited mimini.
Slam Streaver, Field Tuner, Heat Resistor. Got it.
Kodva kinizibeli wenezin walezek handaleno. Go pudava dalva noma confesco vami. Kimina nihala neza nimba nihala kamanahana. Go pudava dalva noma confesco vami.
Displaying all authorized destinations. Travel route is confirmed.
hear from you. We've been receiving the feed from the data arrays, and what we've learned is quite interesting. We had assumed there were one, perhaps two groups of Tals out there. We found 6. Had we attacked earlier, we would have gotten one group and the other 5 would have gone to ground.
Now that we've tracked them, it's time to exterminate them.
Commander Triton and I believe we have the answer.
The good part is we know how many Tals there are, and the bad part is we don't have enough forces to hit all 6 groups at once. We have devised a plan to put the Tals in position for a killing blow. Their supplies, weapons, medical equipment, and the high-calorie food they require, all of it is stored in one central location. They may be adapted to the cold, but without their supplies, they wouldn't last a week. So we will destroy their cache.
Blaster fire works faster than starvation.
We'd have to stalk them through the snow, but without supplies, all the Tals will come together to plan retribution. If I were them, and suddenly without food, I would raid this base. So we will amplify our defenses here and spring the trap shut. Unfortunately, getting at their supplies may be difficult. They are in a series of ice caves overrun by Wampers.
Easy jobs bore me.
If that is the case, I suggest an alternative. We are desperately short on supplies here. If you could bring back all you find, it could make a valuable difference.
But we'd need over 100 kilos of food alone. How would anyone carry that and still fight?
You'd be surprised how much I can carry.
Very well then. Who am I to say if you've gone mad? Take anything of theirs that gives them aid or comfort. Make them come crawling. Let them know who the masters of this miserable world are.
Sidekick, Buster. you.
Here you are. Watch out. The Talls will want this back.
Excellent. I will search through this once the coming battle is over.
Which won't be long. Our sensors will catch the Talls, and our anti-personnel guns will obliterate them.
Commander! Commander! There's reports of a Talls attack.
Excellent. What wing are they headed for?
No wing, sir. They're at the power station. They're overrunning the guards. They brought bombs.
These Talls have no fear. Even when their army is at its last breath, they want to take us down with them.
If they kill the power station, we'll have no heat. We'll have to evacuate, or we won't last past nightfall.
Don't tell me you didn't think of this.
The station's guards won't be able to hold off the entire Tal's force.
I'll call for reinforcements from a Deimos orbital. They should be able to land within the hour. Just get to that power station, and quickly.
just had to put my mind to it. Pretty sidekick, Buster.
I hear you talk. I don't see a fight.
Lieutenant Oron reporting in, sir. Our company is on the ground and we have secured the perimeter.
That's good news.
We'll finish up here. If you return to Dawn Base, Commander Triton will no doubt want to congratulate you in person.
And you say the entire Toll's force was held off single-handedly by some bounty hunter?
It sounds incredible, to be sure, but here, I'll let you talk directly. Sir, our gratitude is overwhelming. We were just talking about you. May I introduce Moff Braynor, overseer of the Hoth system, among others.
I heard you telling the Moff the good news.
Yes. You saved us from giving a much bleaker report.
If not for you, Dawn Base would have been lost, and all the outposts that depend on it. It is for that reason I ask you your opinion. Would you say Commander Triton or just Captain Udris was more instrumental in the base's defense?
Captain Udris's advice formed most of our key strategies. We relied on him heavily.
That is as I expected. Very well. Captain Udris, you are now Colonel Udris. I am putting the base's welfare in your hands until further notice.
It seems you've broken down a few barriers, Colonel Udris.
I thank you. This is unprecedented. You do me great honor, Moff Braynor. I will have the base at inspection quality immediately.
Sir, if I might ask, do you think the enlisted men will have a problem taking orders from Colonel Udris?
You mean, will they refuse orders from a Chiss? They will at first. Then they will be made examples.
You could demonstrate your commitment by helping win the men over.
That is an excellent idea. I will begin immediately. Thank you, Moff Braynor. Colonel Udris.
That will be all.
Well, that went better than expected.
I suppose we should be happy we don't have pirate problems here.
He's referring to another security failure. Captain Revar at Leth Outpost lost a reactor substation to the Whitemore pirates. We have asked much of you, but Captain Revar has not, and his soldiers desperately need relief at the Leth Outpost. If you have the time, look in on them.
At your service, sir.
What is this? I asked not to be disturbed. Ah, it is you. Commander Triton and that Chiss fellow spoke well of you. Make yourself at home. I was busy calculating our chances in case the Republic attacks. It looks grim. If they bring a force of any real size, we're doomed.
Don't focus on possibilities. Focus on what we will do.
The best force multiplier would be installing more automated guns, which we have. However, they eat power. What we really need is to tap into the nearby geothermal power substation, but it's been taken by the White Maw. We don't have the manpower to take on those pirates, and we've got a base that'll black out in any sustained fight with the Republic.
Criminals are no threat to me. Frozen ones, less so.
The White Maw's Hawks are more like an army than criminals. Our kill ratio for them is about 1 to 10. This is an energy coupling you'll need to install when you've eliminated all resistance. It should divert flow back to the outpost. With that power, our guns will be operational and give us a fighting chance. Go in strength.
Pretty sidekick, Buster.
Whoa, buddy, we're just salvagers. Don't want no trouble. Ain't getting paid to catch blaster fire.
Who's calling the shots here? I'm looking for Slam Streaver. Blizz sent me.
Blizz? You're pulling my leg. Really? I'm glad to hear the little guy's okay. Never sat right with me, what Voss done to him.
He said he was framed. You could have stood up for him.
I did. Hell, it ain't like what they found was worth all that much compared to Blizz's know-how, but there weren't no convincing them. Hated turning him over, but I never really had a choice. Look, let me do right by him. I'll do whatever I can to help. What did Blizz send you for?
I need a couple of your heat resistors and a 3-phase field frequency tuner from Blizz's stash.
Well, heat resistors no problem. That phase tuner could be another story. Foreman divvied up most of Blizz's stuff between the salvage crews, but I'll have a look. Well, you're in luck. Everything you asked for is here. What's left of Blizz's stuff, too. I appreciate it if you could get that back to him. And tell him I'm sorry, would you?
That much I can do.
Thanks. That means a lot to me. It's about time we pack it up. The foreman's gonna figure out we helped you, and he won't take kindly to that. We ain't much good in a scrap, and likely won't get far without someone who is.
We can handle that, right?
No problem. Just watch out for the shrapnel.
That's not really a joke. We usually make a pretty big mess.
Come on, boys. We're getting out of here.
You're gonna get it now.
We ought to be able to make it from here. Thanks for sticking your neck out for us. We'd have never made it.
Show me your gratitude some other time. I got a cyborg to kill.
Be careful. That fella's packed with more tech than an Arshadad chop shop. And has about as many screws loose. You take care of Blizz for me, yeah?
Don't worry, we will.
Morki na nyanika patsi frudoviti crew.
Real sorry for your loss.
Kaila lemin dramio hinethi minun slonoviaksiksi mio. E gratio pegar huska me vini. Mina mu forksa meohun.
I'll make this quick.
Harjaga antit pito chot fifla.
Not just the pretty sidekick, Buster. I can't imagine trying to build something like that out here.
You did it. We're running on geothermal power now. We blew a circuit when it came on, but that was easily fixed. Did the Hawks prove difficult?
They proved clumsy and stupid. I could have fought twice that number.
I thought as much. The White Moor have a good kill ratio versus regular troops, but non-standard tactics like yours eat them up. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to oversee the deployment of our sensors and weapons. We've already begun the installation of our defense systems, and we're on schedule to be done before nightfall.
Sir, the Republic frequencies are alive with chatter. They somehow knew we had a power surge just now, so I swept for bugs and I found this. An energy monitor.
Do we have a spy or a traitor?
Based on the Republic's internal communications, they had this installed long before we took over this outpost. I only looked because the Republic chatter was so obviously shocked by the influx of power. They won't attack here. They'll bomb the main geothermal reactor to black out the entire sector.
Do you agree that's the most likely target?
If the grid goes cold, it'll get rid of all the pirates plugged into it too. It's a solid win for the Republic.
They'll have to cut through the Ortolan workers there and the Whitemore pirates, but they're sending Zero Squad snowtroopers. If I were a gambler like the captain here, I'd bet on them.
Put a bounty on their heads and you'll have them soon enough.
Good. I thought you'd see it my way. Zero Squad is the Republic's best. If you defeat them, just think of the humiliation.
All civilians need to evacuate the station. Step away from the console with your hands on your head. I said, step away from the console with your hands on your head.
I hear if you wave that blaster around enough, someone might fight back.
Intruders! I've got intruders in the shaft room!
Reinforcements are on the way. Let's hear what you've got. You provide expertise, and the Empire will provide protection.
There they are! Get them!
It's over. The reactor's secure. The Empire now has a deal with the Ortolans.
I was hoping they'd stay on. The last time we took over a reactor, we had to translate all their labels into BASIC. I'll ask Command to send reinforcements there. Looks like we're going to be holding some ground after all.
You said pirate outposts are hooked up to the reactor. What happens to them?
We cut their power and watch them run to a shelter with heat. They're easy pickings then. But such trifles are our duty, not yours. You would be more useful at Thesh Outpost on the glacier. The captain there is a friend. He's been wounded, and his outpost is battling a group of survivalist fanatics called the Hailstorm Brotherhood. You could make the difference.
I'll see what I can do.
That is as much as I can ask. We must all look out for ourselves.
Is confirmed.
Slam asked me to bring you this.
Kodva kinizibeliwe nezin walezek handaleno. Cosa bontululutenga. Oko hemasusi helulu. Riwatini aruba. Ce cosa niete baba yara fara. Ibana perge. Kelizi aisli nitin mimini.
What's this heat resistor for, anyway?
Kilia kapisa jibinlu. Ango tonton. Jubinlu hamazuiyaya. Tini epatebu. Kebeyote yatata. Relon pi niete bombom. Ayata suta un titi. Asuna duka rapta darokwa. Chumiko abwaflo. Karuza suga baknovo. Ubarare duki buja.
What's a rock river?
Karusa gobidon. Jubinlu inadari. Kiluwak suga umpi. Nafuza nigayas pa Vanth'thar trono. Rilo umpi opiso. Ayeta babatoinipa. Ibioto. Uja kalopo juvara kawananabi. Chikua ibana ileta zluza domalumi. Chakosa bifanete mambe nenga unti. Fime nekila ogen fuzo nalapo. Widi hayas chiha. Tansari penoshatsu. Aku sandantenko iki. No fuzo lompango no tipa. Yahosia daina. Ayapa shahara.
What's so special about Graddock that the Trandoshan would care if I kill him?
Baba Hamzuye lupayana kujunzo. Baba kilolo kaminotor ka kolopo. Basa chakosa linchakan fuhun. Obligundo kita baba kawami. Ombo kobe kawami ka bene. Nagwazi niko nigaka kumbupi kumbababla. Kwaba yinso yamayuka nikitido sonke. Shoba di cast for andale. Ayafa kam jam karuza. Espa vandunta vin. Tashi yahosa yadan. Dopaton lomo. On sponsor ventuti. Akusa dinin. Bobolo mandengo. Zenobada hinakas.
I'm good when you are, Blizz.
Kodva kinizibeliwe nezin walezek handaleno. Ngo pudava dalva noma confesco vami. Kimina ni halaneza nimba ni hala kamanahana. Kilia kapisa jibinlu. Ango tonton. Jubinlu hamazuiyaya. Tini epatebu. Kebeyote yatata. Relon pi niete bombom.
At your service, sir.
Please return to the medical bay. You may further injure yourself by walking.
I heard you the first 5 times. Now be silent. I have an outpost to defend. So, you made it past the pass in the mountains. I'm surprised the Hailstorm Brotherhood let anyone through.
Your old friend is alive and well. Hoth is turning our way.
Revar. It is too long since I've heard from him. Apparently not doing so well he could send a fighting force. We've been cut off from the other outpost by the Hellstorm Brotherhood, a cult of madmen in the White Moor Pirates. You see this wound? Dressed it with seasonings from the rations when we ran out of Colto. In a few days, we'll be eating boot leather to survive.
There's no glory in dying. Can you make it back to another outpost?
No retreating. I've spent too long in this ice patch to be driven off by some half-dressed freaks. Besides, they track us and attack. The Hellstorm Brotherhood are lying in wait in a pass between hills near here. You may be able to find them and wipe them out. Could you do this? Could you face the Brotherhood?
I suppose I can do that.
Every brother you can find, put in the ground. They may try to surround you, so watch out. Then, when you have the bodies piled... curse it, another stitch.
Sir, I did say you need to be on bed rest.
Very well. The Brotherhood like to use downed speeders as bait. They should be easy enough to find. Good hunting.
Pretty sidekick, Buster. Now. Get it now.
I found the Hailstorm Brotherhood you spoke of. The pass is clear.
Is that so? Glad to hear their bodies are finally getting colder. Those maniacs have laughed at us for far too long. But here's something they don't know. We found out where they hide. The Hailstorm Brotherhood make camp in an open-air fortress cut out of the ice, not far from here. I guess caves were too easy. They obey what their beloved Master Sav tells them to. He's their legend, a man who can survive anywhere. Kill the head of their little personality cult, and the body will fall apart.
What sort of things has this master survived?
A few poisoning attempts, walking on lava on Mustafar, and fighting just about everybody on Hoth at one time or another. Even when his men were killed at the Battle of High Ridge, he lived in the snow, hunting wampas with a spear made from an icicle. 3 weeks later, he strolled back to the ice fortress, none the worse. So if you see him, don't give him any chances.
You know, the more you talk about this guy, the higher the bounty gets.
If I sent you in saying he was a soft target, chances are you wouldn't come back alive. Master Sav is responsible for this. For me. For my men. When you kill him, you let him know what a mistake he made leaving me alive.
Thinking back there, you'd have been lunch if I hadn't put that in.
I'll say. Almost like this planet has it in for us.
Scared of you. sidekick, Buster.
It seems you have some skill, stranger. You are not the effete little warriors they usually send our way. I suppose you were also the one who slew so many in the White Ridge Hills.
Your men are dead, buried in the snow. I am here.
I had expected more hatred from a foe we have beaten and starved. But perhaps you are not from the outpost, are you? No, them I know. You are something different. You do as I do. You compete to out-compete. For you, I have a challenge.
Enough of your yammering. Die.
I think not.
Master Sav is dead. I found him in the ice fortress and cut him down.
Then the Brotherhood will be broken. Their cult of personality has lost its savior. I will contact Dawnbase to send supplies to us. It won't be long before we clear out the Brotherhood's remnants. But Master Sav was just one of many. Soon we'll go after the big game. Boss Undro, Ellis Tarn, and the other Whitemore kingpins.
How do I get in on this?
Admiral Holtz is going to order an attack on key Whitemore members, but I don't know when or how. Fixer 308 at Zerek Outpost would have the details. The outpost's in the ship graveyard, prime Whitemore turf. If anyone's come up with a way to hammer the pirates right off this rock, the Fixer would know. Give her a try.
scared of you. Scared of you.
Hey, over here, please! You gotta help us! They've got us chained to the equipment, and they cut off our thermal shields if we give them any trouble.
He's not exaggerating. Alien scum are working us to death.
Help us.
What do I have to do to bust you out of here?
We need you to lock out the thermal shield controls and get the keys to our shackles so we can make a run for it. You can take my thermal shield if you can free us. You probably need it more than I do. Don't be an idiot, that's suicide! It's the only chance we've got.
Don't go dying on my account. I'll be fine.
I hope you're right. No one else is gonna come save us.
Look at you acting all selfless. I like it.
That's quite a kit you're sporting, Bounty Hunter. Bet you spilled a lot of blood to get it. Now, whose pride did I wound so badly that they resorted to a hired gun? The Republic? The Empire? Both?
Goodbye, Braddock.
Hope you like it hot, Jackna. I'm not dying alone.
Time for a bath, scumbag.
No! Back off, you! Stop!
Serves him right.
Thank the stars you made it.
You're a credit to your kind, Bounty Hunter. Thank you.
I'm glad to see you're so happy.
I thought we were goners. Thank you.
Blizz? I'm getting nothing but dead air on my link. How do you have a working comm?
Kodva kinesibiliwinezin walezek handaleno. Ngo pudaba dalva no makafeskovami. Kimina ni halaneza nimba ni halakamanahana. Kilia kapisa jibinlu. Ango tonton. Jubinlu hamazuiyaya. Tini epatipu. Kebiote yatata. Relon pinyete bombom. Espavantutavin. Kashi yahosa yadan. Papaton lomo. Osponsa ventuti. Akusa dinin. Bobolo mandayo. Venabada hinekas.
Who am I after now, Blizz?
Arriba chico. Nagwazinigo nigaka kumbupi kumbambabla. Kwaba yinso yamayuka nikikidosonki. Choba di cast for delay. Ayafa kom jam korusa. Korusa gobidon. Juwinlu iladari. Kilowak sugu onpi. Lupusa niga espa Vanth'thar tron. Riro onpi opiso. Ayete babetonipa. Ibiotto.
I only need to know his location, Blizz.
Masachakosa linjakan fuhun. Kodva kinesibiliwinezin walezek handaleno. Ngo pudaba dalva no makafeskovami. Kimina ni halaneza nimba ni halakamanahana.
I'll chat with Voss as soon as I'm done with Kren.
displaying all authorized destinations.
In conclusion, Admiral, this seems like the most opportune window we'll get. All I need is the go-ahead.
At least with my approval. Fixer, you may brief the volunteers and commence with the mission. Over and out.
Ah, there you are. I'm Fixer 308. We've been planning for your arrival ever since we heard about your success with the Talls.
What do you have for me?
We've been hitting the White Maw hard lately. Enough so that they've called a meeting of their gangs. The loss of a power station was a bigger blow than we thought. Every one of their gangs will be represented. We intend to get you into that meeting and have you capture or kill everyone present. The hard part is getting there.
Let me guess. They're gonna be surrounded by guards.
Private armies, practically. And the meeting location is secret, so you'll have to take drastic measures. The shuttles of the leaders' trusted captains will have the meeting's coordinates programmed into their navicomputers. What you'll need to do is find a lieutenant with a shuttle, kill him, and get his access card to steal his ship. Once you get access to the shuttle, fly it to their hideout, track down the gang leaders, and take them out. Can you do that?
Considering these pirates will all be in the same room, I'll charge my group rate.
Good. Here's a dossier on the leaders you'll be terminating. Our psych profiles indicate that given the opportunity, some of them may surrender. It's up to you. Lastly, if you find an opportunity to search their files, take it. There's no telling what secrets these malcontents have hidden away.
Now.
We've heard enough alarms. The time has come to move our base of operations to Lorimar.
Why go to Lorimar when nothing can reach us here? The guards will handle whatever intruders at the door.
I gotta disagree with you.
Skoribo foremita dosium. Moflaska kikafi mamugur tu flator.
I don't know who you think you are, but you made a bad mistake opening this door.
Esa silgo terbela ser zet lakaba.
I offer refuge for anyone who leaves the White Maw now. All others will die.
What, no one? I'll accept. This isn't going to end well.
Don't be naive! It's a trick!
Naive is following you and thinking we're going to defeat the Empire.
So be it, traitor.
I followed your instructions. There were some rough spots, but nothing I couldn't handle.
I was dreading telling Aristocra Hadro that I'd gotten his prize problem solver killed. So the White Maw finally falls. I wonder, was this the nerve center of their operation, or are their valuables hidden elsewhere?
I found a place called Lorimar in their databanks. It's likely their stash is there.
Lorimar. I wonder if that has to do with the inventor, Lorimar. He was quite a droid maker before he vanished a decade or so back. We should probably send a salvage team to investigate. But seeing as you trusted me with this information, I think I'll mark the area as unsecured until you're finished with it. That way the reclamation service doesn't get first crack.
That's kind of you.
Don't mention it. Especially not where internal security might be listening. Thank you. I doubt I could have trusted someone else to bring this operation to a close.
gonna get it now. Scared of you.
Resource Recovery Machine 5. I will not allow you to open the cases. Do you understand?
It's okay. I'm a member of the White Maw.
No exceptions are made for White Maw members. Step away from the cases. Neutralization mode engaged.
Not scared of you. gonna get it now.
الحاق الأرض يسمي بأركيتك مرنحفنة تريش شافني شافا.
If you know who I am, you know why I'm here.
Zitnesh jiur dorikil da shirbuliki fifi patija. Marug yardest mattekis kirki jammis den jirbulba. Zekiesni me bakbedistak da bastiatben. Albi farfutorkesni.
He gonna feel the same way after I wipe the floor with you?
Zitnesh jiur dorikil da shirbuliki fifi patija. Bibien folk damilje kaufnadil na me komplett de harmalan margumak.
I can respect that. I'll participate in your ritual.
Marug yardest mattekis kirki jammis den jirbulba. Bibien folk damilje kaufnadil na me komplett de harmalan margumak. Zitnesh jiur dorikil da shirbuliki fifi patija.
Why die for Voss? Just call him here. He can fight his own battles.
Atufer, الحاق الأرض يسمي بأركيتك مرنحفنة. Marug yardest mattekis kirki jammis den jirbulba. Atufer, الحاق الأرض يسمي بأركيتك مرنحفنة. Zekiesni me bakbedistak da bastiatben. Albi farfutorkesni. Victie stinkentwesh. Tufer. Ila hakan arjes jesmibert itikmos nähne. Marug jälkest mahtekis kirjin jammisten silbolba. Bibien sultanilje, kausnadis namakampiet ja harmalaan mardumak.
Don't die just yet, Kren. I still need your comm codes.
Marug jälkest mahtekis kirjin jammisten silbolba. Zitnes jiurdurikilta siurduriki, fifi patja. Jakilles nime, pakvedista da bastiaten, albi farvutorkesni.
Like you said, at least you won't be alone.
Marug jälkest mahtekis kirjin jammisten silbolba. Jakilles nime, pakvedista da bastiaten, albi farvutorkesni. Bibien sultanilje, kausnadis namakampiet ja harmalaan mardumak.
Das tangarastak, shivertskorsk, zonkalis, warra.
Kren can't talk right now. I came here to put you away. Nothing's gonna keep me from doing that. Eeyore, Graddock, and Kren couldn't stop me. I don't think you can either.
Wakadas, SWTOR Bounty Hunter. Besade Mohardas, Wakadas, Gurksasek, Outerfell's project.
No more hunting, Voss. This is a challenge, not a game.
Sasek, Protorak, Raporas, Tajaba, Gurkunska, Oreflex, Rajo Muranori, Dopunska, Raporas, Tajaba, Gurkunska, Oreflex, Rajo Muranori, Dopunska.
It's not too late to back out, is it?
Besade Mohardas, Wakadas, Gurksasek, Outerfell's project. Raporas, Tajaba, Gurkunska, Oreflex, Rajo Muranori, Dopunska.
What your destiny is gonna eat is my boot, lizard.
Skocharat Mars Osla, SWTOR Trangis, Gundapolua, your scout pocket. Wajur Lambasars, Pars Potorak, Nodraksk, Gundapolua, Das Tangarastak, Shivertskorsk, Zonkalis, Warra.
You're a few bolts short of a droid.
Das Tangarastak, Shivertskorsk, Zonkalis, Warra. Zerg Blok, Raporas, Das. Skocharat Mars Osla, SWTOR
It's over, Voss. The pain's just starting for you, Lizard.
Glad that's over. These White Maw guys are really giving me the creeps.
It's been a real freak show, that's for sure. Time to turn Voss over to the Chiss. I went to the pirates' hideout, found this neural chipset for a battle droid. I think Lorimar designed it.
Well, the stamp seems consistent with his work. Wait, it's brilliant. He's solved the traditional limitations of a chipset brain. Hold on a moment, I need to make a call. Admiral, we've recovered a battle droid neural chipset from the White Maw. It's the advancement we've been waiting for.
From the White Maw? What are they doing with tech like that?
They had it hidden in the last known location of the inventor Lorimar.
Lorimar? That would make sense. His robotics always were top-notch.
It's a quad-photonic neural chipset, Admiral. If you put this in a battle droid, it'll think on its feet better than most humans. It could change the course of the war.
Don't let me stall you. Get that chipset to the technicians.
It will be done immediately.
I'll alert the reclamation service to the Lorimar area. There's no telling what else might be there. As for you, I'd take a well-earned vacation. Somewhere warm.
Travel route is confirmed.
I've captured Renegade Voss. Get your boss on the line.
And I thought Trandos looked hideous out of carbonite. Sir, your bounty hunter has just delivered Renegade Voss into my custody.
You've renewed my faith in your profession, bounty hunter. I'll be wiring a substantial sum to an account of your choosing.
I never get tired of hearing that.
I imagine not. That concludes our business, if there is nothing else.
What are you gonna do with your prisoner now?
When there is no longer any use for it, it'll be executed for its crimes against the Ascendancy.
You can't let them kill Blizz. We might never have gotten Voss if it weren't for him.
What'll it take to get Blizz out of this cell?
The creature is responsible for damage done to Chiss territory. If you agree to a reduction of your pay, I'll release it to your custody.
If it weren't for his help, you wouldn't have Voss right now. That not enough?
A fair point. Kel, release the creature, and see that it is delivered to the bounty hunter ship.
Yes, sir.
Again, a pleasure dealing with you. Consider yourself a guest of the Ascendancy while on Hoth.
Chikua ibana iletas lusa domonolumi. Kodva kinesibe liwe nezin walezek handaleno.
Glad to have you, little guy. Make yourself at home.
Ibana perke.
Looks like the Chiss sent the payout. Wow, you think we'll rake in this much on all our jobs now?
This keeps up, we might just retire with all our parts intact.
Retire? Was just getting started.
It won't last nearly as long as you think.
Well, if we're done here, I'm gonna go take a nice long shower.
Take Blizz with you. I don't think he's familiar with the concept.
Someone's calling to congratulate you. I can't miss this.
Well, so much for hazing. We're the only ones looking foolish. An unprecedented success.
I'll admit it. You're good.
Now that you're up to your ears in credits, you'll need an excuse to spend them.
My wish list's already 10 parsecs long.
Mine too, but you need to take a little time for yourself now and again. We decided all this success of yours is cause for celebration, so we're throwing you a party. We've procured a penthouse suite for the occasion. Best spot on the promenade, I'm told.
You'd better show.
Who could resist an invitation like that?
Come on, big guy. You never show me a good time.
Oh, I'll show you a good time, all right.
Public.
Are you two finished?
The room's already booked on Nar Shaddaa. You can meet us there.
Tahusula, kihe shatang kukadui mabana. Hikayanu kuzu.
Guess you really lucked out signing up with me.
Mo gutuli ompi bedwana, ni popo chopa uma. Vanth'thar Cheskapakuta Kiskata Wata.
Now that they've left the White Maw, they shouldn't have anything to worry about.
Chiho Negata. Vanth'thar Cheskapakuta Kiskata Wata.
Remember how I said I'd avoid SIS databases for the time being? Decided this was a good time to take a crack at the encryption on that SIS creep Carteri's datapad. The encryption is crazy. Someone threw a solid wall of credits into keeping this thing secure.
Anyone goes to that much trouble to keep a secret, it's gotta be something serious.
That's the scary part. I mean, I'm seriously getting the creeps now. What's my family involved in that's worth this kind of money to the Republic?
You're really upset about this.
I don't know if it's about my family or Brayden or just a puzzle I can't solve. It's making me crazy. Anyway, thanks for listening to me babble. Much appreciated.
You remind me of someone. Friend of mine, Cordan Ordo. Great Alorad. Served with him and his clan on Ariadu. Told you about that, right?
Pretty sure you didn't.
Sent in to secure a weapons factory. Half the planet is factories. Like Coruscant, but dirtier. Pretty quiet, except for snipers and mines. Real trouble was waiting in the factory. Resistance fighters, geared with stealth generators, hiding among the workers.
How'd you flush them out?
Stealth fields don't fool thermal detonators. Cordan got most of the workers out. Got us undercover. Could have been worse. Good at thinking on his feet. Sorta like you.
Guess I could do worse.